Hey guys, Dwayne here, and I want to do a two-part vinyl update. Hope everybody's doing well. I have quite a bit of stuff to show, so I'm not going to talk about them too much, but I want to get these up and show you guys so that I can get them put away. I've already listened to pretty much everything already, so first off, in the background you're going to be listening to this, and I sent a copy of this to Mark, Dr. Deadwax, as part of his prize package for my 300 sub contest. And so Mark, let me know what you think of this, man, because I just love this LP. This is on Blue Note. This is Magic Touch by Stanley Jordan. And what's playing now is a cover of Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles. And his touch on this is just so good. So I can't recommend this enough. So, okay, here's some stuff that I have recently acquired. So this first one, if anybody out there is into funk, this is an absolute must. Absolute must. This is Heavy Metal Bebop by the Brecker Brothers. This is so damn good. This features Terry Bozzio on drums. So, you know, Terry Bozzio from Frank Zappa fame. This is so good. And then there's quite a bit of some thrift store finds here, all pristine. So, LJ, I just watched your thrift store haul, man. Whew, man, nice job. This is one that I didn't have. It's such a main staple record, and I did not have it, but I do now, and it's Speaking in Tongues by the Talking Heads. So, don't need to say much about this. Now, this next one, I was so excited for. Y'all know I love JeanLuc Ponty, okay? And when I find a piece of Ponty that I don't have, whew, I get excited. This was a killer find. This is JeanLuc Ponty Live at Dante's, and this is on Blue Note. This is a Blue Note classic. Absolutely mint condition. So, and then also, those that have been following me for a while know that I've been trying to collect all of the different versions of The Planets by Gustav Holst. And whenever I find a piece that I don't have, once again, I just get so excited for. And I've never seen this one. And so, Blake, I know you'll be watching. Maybe you can give me some insight on this. I've never seen this before. This is on Angel. And, you know, I've seen the Angel label. Hell, I think I sent you something on the Angel label. No, that was Deutsche Grammophon. Anyway, this is Simon Rattle, the Philharmonia Orchestra, and the Ambrosian Singers. This is on Angel Records Digital. So another copy of The Planets that I didn't have. One of these days I'm going to have to shoot a video showing all the different versions that I have, because it's getting to the point where sometimes I don't even remember. But here's the label. Angel Records Digital. The sound is amazing. That's all I'll say. Absolutely gorgeous condition. It's got a promo hole in it there, but so excited to get this. So I got that. And then, you know, when it comes to, I'm like Derek, I hate to call it this new age, but there's some keyboardists, you know, that I just really love. You know, Vangelis, Tomita, Stephen Halpern, Kataro, and so on. And I'm very, very close to having everything by Stephen Halpern. And these are two pieces that I did not have that I found. Beautiful shape, and this is on his own label, Halpern Sounds, and this one is Eastern Peace. And so, you know, if you want to listen to something that's very spiritual and spacey at times, I cannot recommend this artist enough. So I got that one, and then this one, which is very cool. This is Stephen Halpern Prelude. Two reasons: one, I love the cover. Two, the music fits the cover perfectly. And third, this cover is very, very thick. It's a very, very thick, textured cover, which I did some looking up on this, and this is, I guess, the very first issue pressing of this. So very happy to have that. And then, once again, I was just talking about it, I think I'm only missing one Tomita album now. And I picked this one up. This is Tomita. This is The Greatest Hits Volume 2. So, very excited for that one. And then this one, this is Pictures at an Exhibition. And this is the quadradisc version. A little bit of ring wear on this one, but just mint vinyl. So, and then, okay, here's some other stuff. I was very happy to get this for the Genesis and family, although it's not very Genesis-like, but I've heard parts of this album before, never heard the whole album till I picked it up. And for what it is, I got to admit, this grew on me pretty quickly. And this is Tony Banks' The Fugitive. So definitely has an 80s feel to it, but if you're looking for Genesis, this is probably not the album, but for what this is, I thoroughly enjoyed this. So that. And then speaking of Genesis, what a killer soundtrack this is. This was still sealed. It does have the remainder saw mark in it, but it was still sealed. This is the soundtrack to When the Wind Blows. And this has David Bowie, Genesis, Hugh Cornwell, The Squeeze, Paul Hardcastle, and Roger Waters. What a soundtrack this is. And I remember this movie kind of. I did not recall all those artists being in the soundtrack, so I was very happy to find that. And then this is a UK pressing of this album, which is actually one of my favorite albums from the 80s. This is Shriekback, Oil and Gold. And the American pressing is, the cover's very similar. It does not show the band here, and it's green. This is yellow. It's got the picture of the band, but I love this album so much, and to find a UK pressing, I had to grab it. Here was a 99 center, pretty mainstream fare, door to door by the Cars, but it was still in the shrink, so for 99 cents I had to get that. This isn't a recent find. I just kept it out when I was blaking to just throw it in the video. Absolutely essential album. This is Phantasmagoria by The Damned. Such an essential record, man. Absolutely love this album. This is the white vinyl edition. Don't see this album shown too much on the VC, which I'm really surprised because it is just so essential. And then kind of along the same lines, this is one that I didn't have, Earth, Sun and Moon by Love and Rockets. knows who Love and Rockets is, I did not have this particular album. So, very nice copy of that. This I found at Half Price Books for $2.99. I absolutely love this band. I did not have this. This is an original, very first issue pressing from Australia. On CBS out of Australia, CBS Super Sound, Midnight Oil's first self-titled album. Minty, minty vinyl. I was so happy to find this. I love Midnight Oil. Okay. Also, big reggae fan. Couple of Bob Marley pieces that I didn't have. I'll have to talk about these. The first one, first issue, beautiful copy of Rastaman Vibration. Okay. Essential. This one, I'm going to talk about this for a second. I know LJ just scored a copy of this in his thrift store haul. Burnin. Okay. Now, this is an absolute mint copy. This is a reissue. Okay. But I could not tell when I checked it out. It looked perfect. I get home, I put it on the turntable, and it has a warp in it. You cannot see the warp just looking at the album. So, on side one, the first track, it bounces the needle. I am so pissed, but it's not like I paid a lot for it. Everything about it is mint, so I'm going to have to find me a copy where I can, you know, change out the vinyl with this. Little bummed on this, you know, but what can I say? It happens. It's all part of collecting vinyl. Okay, here's a few 12 inches. This is a, I have a lot of stuff by this band. And I have a few versions of this 12 inch, but this is a promo copy on IRS, The Alarmed Strength. So I grabbed that. Absolutely love this band, love this album, one of the best songs on the album. I have an import version of this. This is a US pressing, also on IRS. Johnny Come Home by the Fine Young Cannibals. So grabbed that. I know Derek was just showing a bunch of prints. That's funny because I just found this. This is the 12 inch for Let's Pretend We're Married. Off of 1999. Side 2 has Irresistible Bitch. So, love me some Prince. Here's another promo 12 inch. This is on Sire. This is, what song is this? A Little Respect by Erasure. Total promo 12 inch there. And then here's another 12 inch for Don't Need a Gun by Billy Idol. This just has a bunch of various remixes of the song on it. So glad to get that. Now these two I was very excited for. These are import Canadian pressings on Maze Records. Absolutely love this band. There's only one LP I need to complete my collection. Absolutely love this band. Saga. And this is Silent Night. And you know, the early albums just had the most incredible artwork on them. Love, love, love Saga. Their last couple albums in the mid to late 80s started getting a little too mainstream, and they were losing that more progressive synth touch that they started out with. But the first albums are just so good. So I got that one, and then just a mint copy of the first release, first album. So cannot say enough about this band. And here was another bargain binner. This is Steve Miller Band, Living in the 20th Century. This was still in the shrink, so grabbed that. Not a huge Steve Miller. So that's the first part of this update. The second part is metal. So stay tuned. I'll be back. Stay in the groove.